And good evening, everyone. I'm SWKSS Chief Damon Claud, and this is a severe weather update for today, May 23rd, 2024. I know I said I was going to go live earlier, but I come back a little bit under the weather from vacation and our honeymoon over in the Smoky Mountains. And I wanted to make sure I could get out what I needed to get out instead of going live and raw there on Facebook. So, uh, before we get into the serious part of weather, as I said, Damon Claud now did get married back on May 18th to Captain Will Claud on the SWKSS team. You see here, surrounded by our weather family and team members that we're a part of, both from West Kentucky Storm Chasing as well as SWKSS. And we also were surrounded by a few other family members as well on our special day. And as I said, just got back last night from the Smoky Mountains and ready to jump into work. So let's jump into the real work here at SWKSS and normal grind of things. Day two, it is going to be a busy couple of days. Day two, Friday, May 24th, 2024. 50% slight risk over all of our area, 5% on the outside of that. Uh, Jumping into the tornado probability for day two, uh, 2% probability there across West Kentucky. Tennessee County is right on the line of that. As I always say, if you're close enough to it, you're pretty much in it. So, a low end, not a high risk of tornadoes, but definitely cannot be ruled out. Day two wind risk for Friday, May 24th, 15% across of all West Kentucky and all of our Tennessee counties as well. That going from the Great Lakes all the way down through Arkansas, parts of Mississippi, back down into Texas as well. 15% hail as well across West Kentucky, 5% elsewhere. What do we think as far as to wind the storm risk for that day, Friday, May 24th, would be damaging winds between low and medium, low end tornado threat, large hail, about the same as damaging winds, and flash flooding can't be ruled out as well if storms do form. Timing for your Friday would be 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time. Jumping into day three, Saturday, May 25th, 2024. 30% enhanced risk out there in Oklahoma, parts of North Texas, up into Kansas, 15% on the outside of that. We are included in a 5% uh, marginal risk for severe storms across all of the SWKSS region. Uh, from about Christian County back west, and also does include our Tennessee counties as well. Uh, Main risk with that system would be damaging winds, very low, tornado, very, very low tornado risk, if any, large hail on the low end, as well as low end flash flooding threat as well. Timing for that would be Saturday afternoon and evening as well. Big day will be Sunday, May 26th. That is day 4 in the SPC Outlook. They have added pretty much us in the bullseye of a 30% plus that is enhanced risk or greater risk for tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds, all the mix, um, and 15% plus in that 15% time frame or frame as well. So what they are looking at and saying here is there is a possibility of greater risk as we get closer to time. This is 4 days out. A lot can change between now and then. However, if I was putting this to a close or trying to say it's going to be like an event, uh, the event is every event's different, every setup is different. There's different components that go into it, so nothing is the same. But I would say uh, back on May 8th, what we saw across our region, maybe a repeat, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more of a risk across our area. As we get closer into Sunday, we'll know a little bit more about that as well. So severe risk for Sunday, with it being a holiday weekend, you need to be tuned into the weather all weekend long. If you're going to the lake, if you're going out somewhere, be mindful of that. Know where you're going to go if a severe storm warning or tornado warning is issued for your area that you're in. So again, we can't be tuned out of the weather, even though it's holiday weekend. I know everybody wants to go to the lake, everybody wants to do different things, but we have to be tuned into the weather. It is May in West Kentucky, so we are full force into late May actually, and full force into our severe weather season. So overall storm risk for Sunday. With that being said, damaging winds, some severe damaging winds are possible, 70-mile-an-hour plus. Tornadoes, some strong tornadoes, EF2 or higher, are possible. Hail, some very large hail are also possible. Timing in the afternoon and into the nighttime hours on Sunday. With that said, that is all we have for your severe weather update for today, May 23rd, 2024. We will have another severe weather update tomorrow. Hopefully I can get it out. You see I'm getting more hoarse as this video goes on. So with that said, again, we'll also be out and about if needed out in the field as severe storms do pose a threat in our area. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe, and we'll catch you on the next one. With severe weather is forecasted for the SWKSS region, turn to SWKSS. With our underground reports out in the storm with SWKSS Green Weather Spotters on Facebook Lives. To our severe weather update videos, we keep you informed. Knowing the difference between watches and warnings. A severe weather watch means conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including but not limited to tornadoes. While severe weather may not be happening, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions. Listen for later statements and possible warnings. By following media outlets or internet sources or NOAA Weather Radio for the latest severe weather information. If a tornado warning is issued for your area, you should take action and move to a basement or lowest floor or interior room away from doors and windows. Use a mattress or pillow to cover your head and neck area if possible. If not, kneel on your knees. Put your head down using both arms and hands to cover your head and neck area as best as possible. This should also be done in an interior room, lowest floor of the building, kneeling against an interior wall. Put as much as you can between you and the outside as possible. If you're in a mobile home, you should make plans ahead of time to take shelter in a nearby building before storms are in the area. If you're in a vehicle, take shelter in a nearby building. Do not try and outrun a tornado. If there is no shelter nearby, take shelter in a low-lying ditch, covering your head and neck area. Never take cover under an overpass. How can you be ready for severe weather to hit the SWKSS region? Stay informed. Have a flashlight and batteries. First aid kit. Have a family medicines and special needs ready to take the shelter with you. Knowing where to go before the storm arrives. And have all devices charged and ready to go. SWKSS Southwestern Kentucky Storm Spotters cover 17 counties in western Kentucky and 2 counties in Tennessee. Being prepared saves lives. SWKSS before, during, and after the storm.